We were both so excited to see each other as these little characters in a kid's book. It was brilliant, and we spent a lot of time and laughing about doing it. You know, the book is two young lads, Kevin and Rob, exploring what heroes mean to them, and to have something that's physical that we completed together, and for it to be the last thing we did, which is such a positive thing as well, is great. And I know little Jackson Burrow, who's 5, has had this book read to him about 100 times and loves it.
Can you try and elaborate a little bit on your relationship and why that bond was so special?
We sat next to each other for 15 years in dressing rooms. You know, Rob was maybe 18 and I was 20, and both trying to make our way. Probably 300 days a year we sat in that dressing room and we chatted of some sort every day, albeit very, very different with Rob because he's crackers and he was crackers. I was there right at the start when Rob was diagnosed. And I think you have a choice to make as a friend. You're either going to be there with somebody or you're not. And it was a really easy decision for me and many of our teammates, I must say, to be there for him. You learn a lot about the M&D community when a friend's diagnosed, and it became apparent really early that people, when they're diagnosed with M&D, often stop getting visitors. Phone stops ringing, stop getting messages. People find it too difficult to confront and face it, and I made a promise that no matter how bad and difficult it got, I'd be there.
Can you share with us a story about your relationship? Maybe it's funny, maybe it's emotional, something that you can share with us that perhaps not too many people know.
Well, there's a fair few I have to erase straight away because they're not for public consumption. We're in a dressing room before a game, and Rob was always there early and always up to no good. He'd be walking around in his Speedos and listening to Al Pacino any given Sunday. And yeah, Danny Maguire came in one day and got stripped off pretty quickly because he was going having some treatment and left his Calvin Kleins out on shore. And Rob made a mark with a Jaffa cake on the Calvin Kleins and left them on shore, and we all waited for Danny to reappear into the dressing room, and you can imagine. So just stuff that kids do.
2, 1, go!
With the book, you touched on it before, the importance of relationships. How important is it for males of all ages, not just children, but to be able to acknowledge close friendships and also talk about them?
Really important. A lot of people from the outside look in and think, oh, these guys are supposed to be tough and aggressive and macho and all those things, that the stigmas that are attached to rugby, but it's all right to be vulnerable at times, and there's nothing wrong with telling each other you care about them and they mean a lot to you, and I think it was important for people to see how much we all cared about Rob. And I'd also say I think it was important for Rob to see how much everybody cared about him.
Can I talk about Lindsay and the kids? It's been a couple of months since his passing. How are they? How are they doing?
I have no doubt they have good and bad days, as we all have when we lose people who are special to us, but he was too young then. He was too special a person to have gone this soon, and leaves a big void for everyone.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. It's Rob wanted us to live our lives, so it's funny because I know how important The Man in the Mirror was for him as a song, so I get to hear that. That's wherever I go, for whatever reason someone's playing it, or if I'm going for a run, or I'll look at my watch and check the time, and it always got 7 on it. Rob's adversity, brought the best out of me, taught me to be a better friend, and also taught me that how important giving is, giving of your time, giving of yourself is really important.
4 epic challenges done and dusted, the 5th one in December, running home for Christmas. Tell us about it.
We start with the Santa Dash in Liverpool on the 1st of December, which would be great. We've actually had a Santa running top design for the last day, so I'm really happy because I've tried to get one for the last however many years and couldn't find one, so we've got one made.
Brilliant.
And we finished with the Santa Dash back home in Saddleworth, so we run for a week. It'll be at least 50 kilometres a day. We will run them in 7k blocks, and every hour on the hour we run 7k, and whatever is left of that hour we get one, to recover, and two, to meet the M&D community.
I know how much these challenges mean to Jeff, Rob's dad, and how much does also doing it for him and Irene, how does that motivate you?
Yeah, it does, massively. Just a lovely guy, very caring, big union man. When I say that, I mean trade union man, not rugby union.
Okay, I was going to
big trade
glad
union
you
man.
clarified.
And you know, for looking after people and supporting people and doing the right thing. So Jeff, after every single one, has told me, "You've done enough now, Kev. Stop it. I don't want you to get hurt," which is lovely. This is he wants. But the first message I got for him after Rob passed was, please go again in December.
No parent should ever have to say goodbye to their children. I suppose let's finish on the book. What are your hopes for Try?
I have no massive expectations. I'm just delighted that the final thing we've done together is the front cover is a picture of the pair of us smiling. So it's yeah, I hope people remember Rob forever.
With your help, I'm sure they will.